Well, good afternoon. Saturday, I think March 28th. Anyway, somewhere around there. And we're in Arden Park in Sacramento, California. And I'm headed to do DoorDash today at the Arden Fair Mall and that vicinity. But I just thought it'd be fun since there seems to be a lot of commotion about Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and a lot of commotion about everything, if you want to be honest. We're going to be driving by the Tesla dealership on the way to the mall. And I wouldn't be surprised if we had a few protesters out there. That's just my guess. I'm thinking that this can't be too good, considering how susceptible Americans are. I'm sorry, citizens of the United States. I'm not calling people from this country Americans anymore because they don't seem to be interested in being close to their American, Central American, and Southern American neighbors. They voted for a guy that I don't think is, who cares? I drive DoorDash. Why would anybody care what I think? But at any rate, I think that people from the United States should be called U.S. citizens, unless they're going to embrace people from Brazil and Mexico and Canada and Panama and Guatemala. Let's see, what else? Peru. Anyway, from South America, Central America, North America, from the south of tip of South Africa all the way up to the North Pole. That's America, the whole thing. And that's not my opinion. That's what it is and always been. And if Trump wants to put on the map North America and change that to northern latitudes and then change the name of the United States to America, then he can call us Americans. But to make America great again, you can't screw with Mexico and you can't screw with Canada because they're part of America. So if you want to make America great, you got to encompass the whole continents. And there's a lot of people that in those other countries that Donnie doesn't seem to be interested in helping improve their lives. There are people in the United States that he's not interested in improving their lives. Seems to be that the oligarchs worldwide are his buddies. I'm not sure they look at it that way. I'm not sure that the really, really, really confident, successful businessmen and women of the world are fans of Donald Trump. I don't think what he's doing right now is good for our economics, or good for the world economics. I live in California. I don't think that this is going to turn out well for the West Coast, which he seems to have a certain amount of dislike and distrust for. But now we're coming up in a couple blocks on the Tesla dealership. And for those of you that don't know, Tesla is the corporation that Elon Musk, who is pulling a lot of plugs on a lot of federal jobs and says he's trying to save us money. But I'm a little thinking that's preposterous. I think he's trying to save his contracts with the U.S. I think he's trying to slip himself in a better spot. And I think he's trying to make himself the kingmaker for the United States. But we'll see. I think the traffic's a little backed up getting by the Tesla thing. I think there's a lot of people there, wouldn't be surprised if it's quite crowded, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of horn honking as we go by. I will refrain from honking my horn. I never found honking horns was too aided too much in anything. I mean, even when you're mad driving, I don't honk my horn hardly ever. And there's a lot of car dealerships on this part of Arden Way, and this is the VW dealership to our right. I don't see any protests out in front of that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be a non-event. But it's a sunny day. I'd say low 60s right now. Patchy clouds. No chance of rain today. No chance of 105 degree or 110 degree temperatures like we get out here during midsummer. So it's a pretty good day for a protest. There's not much else to do in Sacramento, California. At any rate, the basketball team is really not very competitive, and hasn't been for the 24 years I've lived here. Yeah. 23 years I've lived here. Moved out on 4th of July, 2002. And so we're just waiting at the traffic light to see what happens. Here's a lady, but she doesn't have a sign, so I'm assuming she's not protesting anything. I don't see there's a lot of Tesla cars out here, but I don't see too many driving past the Tesla dealership today. If this was the 60s, I think the Tesla dealership would probably be, I know the windows would probably be broken by now. That might possibly have some fires set in and around it. But this ain't the 60s. And with legalized cannabis and recreational cannabis in California, I think the crowds out here are pretty mellow for anything. The ones that are left-leaning. Am I left-leaning? I'm probably so far left-leaning that you couldn't put me in the left-leaning box. Always have been, always will be. But I think it should be interesting. I hear some horn honking already. I'll quiet down and let you try to hear. We're only a couple hundred yards from directly in front of the dealership. And it's on our right as I've got the camera sort of kinked over in that direction. Yeah, you couldn't pick much better. Yeah, I hear the horn honking now. Couldn't pick much better day for a protest than today. California has a lot at stake. We have a lot of problems with wildfires. Wildfires necessitate FEMA help, and a lot of time federal funds to help the insurance companies survive that. In a moment of irrationalness, decided to insure homes out in the middle of forests and villages out in the middle of forests that really can't be prevented from burning. Okay, I'm going to quiet down, and yep, there seems to be a number of people. I'll let you listen. You can sort of see where the Tesla dealership is, can't you? that was it. I didn't see too many positive Trump signs there. Bust 'em ups. Okay, well, that was pretty much the Tesla dealership. And, I mean, I'm not sure what it's going to do other than I'm sure it's going to cost Tesla and Musk sales of the Tesla, strictly because this is one of the most, shall I say, easily influenced populaces that I've ever come across in the world. And I've been all over this country and into Canada pretty significantly. But if you were a suburban soccer mom and you saw that in front of the Tesla dealership, you'd be telling the husband to sell your Tesla and get an American car or a Toyota or even a Land Rover, whatever. Just something that wasn't a Tesla and didn't have Elon Musk's stamp of approval all over it. And I would not be surprised if he continues on the way he's going and Trump continues on the way they're going, that Tesla goes the way of the Hummer, because it's just not something that ilk of people, I'm talking of wealthy conservatives, really are likely to want to live with. There aren't enough blatant Tesla owner right-wing radicals living in this area. Politically, I think most of the people that live in this area are kind of like undercover Republicans, undercover Democrats. We don't get a lot of true racist comments. We don't get a lot of too radical comments going on in this county, which is Sacramento County. The most liberal school in the area would probably be UC Davis over across the rice fields from West Sacramento, and it's not really a political stronghold. It doesn't, it's not like UC Berkeley or UCLA, USC. It doesn't have a big protest profile. But other than that, I mean, I like Sacramento. It's nice and quiet. It's probably a good, quiet, safe place to raise children and have families, no matter what your political viewpoint is, as long as you keep it to yourself. Because around here, they don't want to talk politics. They want to talk vacations. They want to talk patio furniture. Like I said, I'm 73. I'm about to move to the Dominican Republic and get married there to my 27-year-old fiance, who I'm very fortunate. She is college educated. She has a child psychology degree, and I love kids, and she loves kids. She's quiet. She's shy. She's smart. She's sweet. She's very pretty. But when people see her, or see a picture of her, because she's not here, they look at her and see a pretty girl. And I did too when we started out. But right now she's so much more to me than that. And that's how it's supposed to be. I'm proud of her. I am very, very proud of my daughter for accepting her future stepmother, who's only 1 year younger than her, or is 1 year younger than her. And I'm also very proud of her family, who has accepted me and accepted her right to decide she wants to spend her future with me. Or really, my future with me, because at 73, she's got a lot longer future, I'm hoping, than I do. So now we're going to the back way to Iron Fair Mall. If you ever want to shoot a TikTok video or any video, and you don't mind some squealing tires, the Arden Fair Mall garage on the west side, there's two garages. The one straight ahead is the parking garage. We'll call it the Macy's parking garage, because that's the anchor. Macy's and JCPenney's, it's between the two of them. And then the other parking garage is a three-story, this is a two-story here, a three-story unit that is outside of Sears, which is closed, and closest to the food court, which, because I do DoorDash, it's very handy for me to get there. So I park on the second floor of the Sears parking garage, or the defunct Sears parking garage. And often I'm maybe one of 5 cars on that level. Now Saturday there may be a few more, but Monday through Thursday, it's not even unusual for me to be the only car on that level. And it's right next to the elevator, so it's real easy to get to the food court. And so I really like it. It's convenient for me. My daughter and my granddaughter, you've seen my granddaughter on this channel, she's 4, both know where I'd be parked if I was at the mall. So if we ever have to hook up, or my daughter needs a ride home from somewhere, and it's convenient for them to drop her off at the mall, they know where I'm parked, and they can check and see whether I'm there. And of course, I'm always happy to give them a ride home. I love them dearly. Okay, here's the first floor, and it's Saturday at 1 o'clock, so it's not really packed. But here's the second floor, and this is a lot of cars for the second floor. And a lot of cars means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm the 7th, but somebody's leaving, so it's back to 6. And it's really quite empty. Okay, I'm going to cut the show. I see we're not exactly what I call popular. And I'll be back inside in a little bit. Thanks a lot.